What's going on, guys and girls? Rob here with you. And we got Ringside Promotions presenting Head Over Heels Wrestling. That's going to be my new company, Head Over Heels Wrestling. And I've got a lot of the talent signed, sealed, and they're going to deliver for us starting in the next couple weeks. Okay? Uh, Next couple weeks, we're going to try to see what we can do to maybe you know, maybe make something happen here. We'll see. But right now, um, I'm gonna let you guys in on who is going to be our new wrestlers. Okay, these are the sealed. These are the guys that we've got signed. Okay, already, already signed. Abdullah the Butcher, Cactus Jack, manager Skandor Akbar. We got Kamala. We got the Spoiler. We got Barry Windham. We got Brad Armstrong. We got Tim Horner. We got Mike Rotundo. We got the Midnight Express. We got Jake Roberts. We got the Great Muda. We got Bruiser Brody. We got the Road Warriors. We got Stan Hansen. We got manager Paul Ellering signed. We got Arn and Tully, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard. We got Magnum TA. We got the Rock and Roll Express. We got Dusty Rhodes. We got Ric Flair. We got Greg Valentine. What's up, Dwayne? We got Ole Anderson. We got Bob Armstrong. We got Kevin Sullivan, Ox Baker, Black Bart. We got Sam Houston signed. We got Bulldog Bob Brown. We got Jimmy Valiant. We got King Kong Bundy. We got Don Kernodle. We got Sergeant Slaughter. We got Buzz Sawyer. Blackjack Mulligan. We got Dick Murdoch. We got Rufus R. Freight Train Jones. We got Mike Graham. We got Superstar Billy Graham. We got Bill and Scott Irwin, the Long Riders. We got Wahoo McDaniel. We got Sting. We got Rick and Scott Steiner. We got Mike Jackson. We got Buddy Landale. We got Lex Luger. We got Harley Race. We got Roddy Piper. We got Terry Funk. We got Dory Funk Jr. We got Rick Martel. We got Tom Zink. Ivan Koloff. We got the Kansas Jayhawks. We've got Shaska Watley and Tiger Conway Jr., the Jive Tones. We got Jimmy Snooker. We got Jerry Lawler. We've got the High Flyers, Greg Gagne and Jim Brunzell. We got John Studd. We got Chris Benoit. We got Nick Bockwinkel. We got the Brooklyn Brawler. We got Colonel De Beers, Ronnie Garvin, Eddie Gilbert, and Jacques Goulet. That's the ones we have signed so far for Head Over Heels Wrestling. We don't have any championships yet, so we got to come up with some championship belts. I want something, maybe 3 singles titles at most. Maybe 2 singles titles is all we'll have. And then eventually we may get into the women, and we may even have a women's wrestling night where we'll just have women only. But this is going to be all, sorry, ladies, and sorry, guys. This is all going to be the guys going to be wrestling every week. We're probably going to have like a world heavyweight title, and then maybe a like a national title, and then a tag team title, and that'll be it. We're not going to do 2. I'm not going to have 2 or 3 tag team titles, and I'm not going to have over 2 singles titles. So anytime there's championship match night, what's up, Alex? We won't have over 3 titles is all that they'll be going for. Right now, we got to figure out some kind of tournament we're going to have as far as who we want to be our world champion. Okay. We still can sign more wrestlers if we want to. We've got these guys signed, sealed, and delivered for Head Over Heels Wrestling. But we'll figure out who else we want to have. We're going to be televising on Tuesday nights, and if I find somebody else that has the game, we may even um, kind of jab at each other promotions if you want to, um, and maybe even have a draft to where I can use only the wrestlers I draft, and the other person can only use the wrestlers he drafts, and maybe have a wrestling night once a week or once every 2 weeks, and then uh, we'll kind of opt into the direction of maybe having a um, pay per view event. Where do you think Lamar Jackson plays next? No idea, no idea. But that's what we'll do as far as this wrestling goes. Um, let's say we got a good amount of talent already signed, and we're going to bring them in here, and we're going to start showing this on Tuesday nights when we no longer do any more football picks. And we're also going to do baseball. We're also going to do baseball. What do you call it? Fantasy baseball. The only people that can play fantasy baseball on the channel are people that show up live with cameras. So yeah, we're gonna definitely play fantasy baseball this year. I don't know how many people. It'd probably be maximum of 10, but we may even do 12 and do 2 leagues, 6 in a league, or something like that. And some of the people could have some of the same guys. So if we do that, we may go 6 against 6 and then have a playoffs at the end of the year. We may do that. We'll see what happens. But these are my wrestlers. These are my wrestlers so far. I may check with some other people. I know Dave Little does not have the game, but if you guys know somebody that has this game, let me show it to you. Let's show it to you. Right there. It's uh, Vogel's wrestling. Okay, it's yeah, Tommy Vogel's wrestling's finest. So that's that's what we'll do. That'll be our wrestling when we are doing it. I think we're gonna go with that backdrop. If you like one of the other backdrops better, you got to tell me. It uh, um, if if you like one of the other backdrops better, um, do tell me about it, okay? Because I enjoy. Let's see. Listen to this for a second. There we go. Um, uh, we'll go to the options, and you guys can pick out what you want. Yeah, we could have this one right here. It's Andre the Giant picking up somebody. We could do that one. Certain ones I'm not going to do. Uh, there's some of the women wrestling. If you like women wrestlers a little better. Um, let's see. There's some of the Japanese wrestlers or Asian wrestling ladies. Yeah, we could do that. Um, and there's somebody getting um, a toss type maneuver there. I guess like a power bomb. And there's there's the referee kind of saying, it's not my fault. And there's one, Lucha Libre. Lucha. If we could widen the screen out, it says Libre on it too. And let's see. Uh, this one is actually my favorite, but I just don't want to get in trouble with networks. That's probably my favorite background. Um, that's pretty cool though. And then this one right here, drop kick. You can just barely see the drop kick right there. So that's definitely not my favorite one there. This is the side of a ring right here. It's not bad. Where you just on the outside of the ring right there. That one's not too bad. And then right here, of course, we can just do straight black background or color background. We can go red, green, whatever. See, I'll show you. Um, Red full background. See, we could do that. There's all sorts of backgrounds we can do with it. And then, of course, we can have the full arena. We can just do the full arena right there. You actually see somebody up top up there standing. Crazy bastard. He's up there, though. But, yeah. I mean, there's all sorts of ways we could do it. You have one with flare? I don't have one with flare. I do not. Um, no, I don't. But I do have Ric Flair as one of my picks here. Of course, that one right there is the old WrestleMania right there. WrestleMania background. I don't want to get sued, so I'm not going to put that one up there. This would be pretty cool. So you got the old arenas right there. Some of the old arenas. How about that? They're cool as shit. And then, can you add your own pictures for background? No, you can't add your own pictures on the background of that game right there. They come with certain ones. Now I can actually get in touch with the guy that made the game. And what's up, Keith? I can get in touch with the guy that made the game, and he can put more backgrounds up. He, like I say, he's at 14 already, and some of these are really, really cool. And that's what I've been. This one's the one I'm running with right there. I kind of like that one. I kind of like that one. You know. So, yeah, we'll see if it's. It looks pretty cool. You got different posters. Um, I see different posters all the time now. People selling them online and stuff from back in the day, and now they're starting to make new ones. Um, when when Ring of Honor now goes from different town to town, or they're going to start touring, is what I'm understanding. They're going to start making these again, so that'd be cool. I'm looking forward to Ring of Honor traveling again. I think it'll be awesome. But if you haven't seen the game yet, let's show you the game right now and just show you guys how it works. It's pretty damn cool. Um, First off, you go over here to match setup, and you can have virtually any kind of match you want to have. Okay, you can have a singles match, you can have a tag team match, you can have a battle royal, or you can have a Royal Rumble. You can do whichever way you want to. Battle Royal, you start off with 20 wrestlers, and you keep wrestling and wrestling and wrestling until one of them actually loses. Singles matches, that's pretty much what you hear, a singles match. And then once you do that, then it goes over to what type of style match do you want. You can have a no DQ match. You can have a cage match, Texas death match, a grudge match, bounty match. You can try to put a bounty out on somebody. How cool is that? Go for the mask. Big man. Let's see. Barbed wire, bull rope, bunkhouse boot camp match, coal miner's glove match, lumberjack match, Russian chain match, strap match, taped fist match, hardcore ECW style match, lights out no DQ match, lights out cage match. Then you got lucha libre style matches that you can have, and lucha libre go for the mask. So you trying to actually pull the mask off the person, which is pretty damn cool. If you really, if you think about it, it's pretty good. So all those matches are what I have at my disposal with my wrestling channel. Now, obviously, you don't want to have your best matches during the week. Like you want to try to aim up until for a great pay per view. So that's what we'll be doing. Um, Obviously, we got to find out who our new world champion will be. So that'll be our first pay per view. Who is going to be our new champion? Um, we got to have 12. I think 12 wrestlers are enough to start a to start off as contenders. So let's figure out the 12 guys we're going to have wrestle, and then I will, we'll have them mixed up. We'll mix them up between now and then. So I think we got to have some of the past champions. Ric Flair, he's got to be in, and I think Dusty Rhodes is going to be in it. And I think Terry Funk has to be in it. And I think, let's see, I got Harley Race. He's got to be in it. Wow. Who else would make a great world champion? Let's put Nick Bockwinkel in it. He was a world champion. That's 5 of them. We need 12. Oh, Ivan Koloff. He was a world champion. Ivan Koloff. That's 6. Ronnie Garvin was a decent world champion, but he wasn't the greatest. And neither was Rick Martel. Let's see if we can find some better ones. Oh, there's a good one. Stan Hansen. Stan Hansen was a great world champion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Magnum TA would be a great world champion. Oh, I'll tell you, somebody else would be a great world champion. How about Greg Valentine? Greg Valentine. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. How about Bruiser Brody? Never had he had a chance right before he passed away, and he was lining up some matches with Ric Flair, but he never became world champion. So let's let him have his opportunity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need 2 more. How about Ox Baker? Ox Baker. He's a big rascal. He was a big guy. Just an overall big man. That's what he was. And how about Jerry Lawler? Jerry Lawler. Yeah. And then what we'll do, when we start our wrestling show, we'll start 2 of them off against each other, okay? And we'll have a chart saying who's going to wrestle. That way, if both of them get double disqualified or something, it'll be pretty cool. So, obviously, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then after a second round match, one of them will get to automatically go to the finals. We'll do that. All right. So the top four seeds get to miss one round. Yeah. And that'll be a championship match there. So let's figure out who our top four wrestlers would be. Okay. But they've got to wrestle each other early on. So we'll make Ric Flair our number one seed. Ric Flair, number one. Uh, let's have him take on Ivan Koloff. I think that'd be a good match. Ivan Koloff. We'll put Dusty Rhodes right here. That could be a great match right off the bat in the second round, just to be able to make it. And we'll have Dusty Rhodes take on Harley Race. That's going to be a good wrestling match. And then we'll have Magnum TA take on Stan Hansen. And we'll have Greg Valentine take on Ox Baker. And then we'll have Jerry Lawler take on Bruiser Brody. And then who are the last two that we have yet to mention? Do we say Jerry Lawler already? Yeah. Do we say Nick Bockwinkel? No. Nick Bockwinkel. And Terry Funk. So we'll try to save some of these matches for the pay-per-view, and that'll be one of our first champions. And then we'll try to have us a U.S. champion or a national champion as well. And maybe we'll see who we want to have wrestle in that. A little bit lesser of the wrestlers. If you'd like for me to show off the match a little bit right now, why don't we show off the wrestling? Let's show off with a couple of the guys I did not sign. Okay. So, let me go back to the wrestling. Let's show off a couple of the guys that I did not elect to sign to my wrestling organization. Bob Backlund and let's see, Bob Backlund and there's Hulk Hogan right there. Austin Idol, he was fun to watch. Disco Inferno. Disco Inferno. Oh, me. Marty Jannetty. We got Jeff Jarrett. Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho against Bob Backlund. How about that in a cage? Wouldn't that be fun to watch? Put the old chicken wing on him. You reckon he could put the chicken wing on him? Finish him off? Paul Jones. Paul Jones. Anybody remember him? Great Kabuki. Kamala, the Ugandan giant. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of good wrestlers. Crusher Khrushchev. Nikita Koloff against Bob Backlund. Ernie Ladd. He was a tough dude. Joe LeDuc. Joe LeDuc. All right, I tell you what. Let's have a blood fest on here, right? Let's have old Kevin Sullivan on here. We know if he wrestles, it's always gonna be a bloody mess. Doesn't matter who he wrestles, it's gonna be a blood fest. It's always gonna be that. So Kevin Sullivan, and who want to wrestle? Buff Bagwell, Johnny B. Bad. Oh my gosh, Brutus Beefcake, Brutus Barber Beefcake, Brute Bernard. It's so many good ones. Doink the Clown. How about Doink the Clown? He was fun to watch. Doink the Clown. Well, Ryan Christopher, Grandmaster Sexy. He was funny to watch. He was funny. Uncle Elmer. Uncle Elmer. Oh my gosh. Honky Tonk Man. How about Honky Tonk? Honky Tonk Man. Oh boy. Let's see. Jacques Goulet. Good old Jacques Goulet. Mass Grappler 1 and 2. Hard Boiled Haggerty. Oh my gosh. It's so funny. Rip Hawk. Road Warrior Hawk. How about that? Road Warrior Hawk. Kevin Sullivan, though, wants to go after somebody's hat to see who we can go after this week. Old Sam Houston, the human broomstick. Sam Houston. All right, let's see. We got the Great Kabuki against Kevin Sullivan. How about that? And let's see. Let's have Kevin Sullivan have a manager. Who is Sullivan's manager going to be? Uh, Kevin Sullivan's manager is going to be a woman who was once his wife. Great Kabuki's manager will make it Gary Hart. All right. These are both going to be heel wrestlers, and they 115 each, so they about as good a matchup as you can find. So let's see. No disqualification match. Let's do that. They came in with tape around their hands. All right. 60 minutes. And you pick a winner, guys. Kevin Sullivan, the Great Kabuki. All right, Kevin Sullivan against the Great Kabuki. He's already, a pile driver. Pile driver on the Great Kabuki. No, that was too early, but wicked kick by Kevin Sullivan has opened up a cut on the Great Kabuki. Ugly cut on the bridge of his nose. And now, but there it is, savate kick. Savate kick right in Kevin Sullivan's sternum, and he almost pinned Sullivan. Kabuki, after throwing Kevin Sullivan outside the ring, blasts him with a steel chair and puts the boots to him. A large, deep scratch on his nose, and blood is flowing from a cut. They start fighting for leverage. Now Kabuki gets a spinning toe hold on him. Nope, no, not even near submission. Now he's going to get the spinning toe hold again on Kabuki. No. Some punches. Kevin Sullivan batters a Great Kabuki while outside with the ring with chairs, tables, and anything else he can get his hands on. Kabuki incurs a deep cut in the corner of his right eye, and blood is starting to flow out at an alarming rate. And Sullivan is coming after him. A couple of chops. Now he's going to illegally choke him. And an arm bar. And he body slams Kabuki. Can he pin him? No, he gets a 2 count, but Kabuki has lost a lot of blood. He drops from the ropes, delivers a flying forearm. 2 count. Now Kabuki becomes frustrated. And let's see what. Oh, a pile driver by Sullivan. Can he pin him? Kabuki decides he calls for outside help, and his manager, Gary Hart, comes over and tries to help him out. Sullivan now Sullivan slams Kabuki with a chair shot upside across his back. And now he's going to try to pin Kabuki. 1 count. He batters Great Kabuki while outside the ring with chairs, tables, anything else he can get a hold to. Severe laceration right above his eyes. Blood is pouring down his face and making it very ugly scene here. And Sullivan keeps going after him. Illegal hair pull, karate chops right now by Kabuki. Kabuki's trying to get back into this. And now he grabs him by the tights. And boy, oh boy, he is absolutely pouring and gushing when blood did not matter. Sullivan couldn't beat him. Sullivan is pinned. So that's the way that one worked. But, not a bad deal there. Not a bad deal at all. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. My wrestlers, we'll have them wrestle different kind of ways in studio, probably most of the time, just regular studio matches, 15, 20-minute matches, maybe 30 minutes. And our program, we'll base it on 90 minutes or 2 hours. So we'll probably be here 30, 45 minutes tops. But we may base it on a 2-hour, 8 p.m. until 10 p.m. or 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. wrestling. And not be such a big, we could put 2 hours worth of wrestling into it. Let's say it that way. And so now I've got the championship format, and then I'll also do a World Tag Team Championship and try to get 8 teams. I think I'll put 8 teams out there for that, and we'll see who has got a great chance of winning that one. So we'll have a world champion and a world tag team champion. Then we'll work with a national championship, and that's the only championships we're going to have. So if you're the national champion, you'll have first dibs on trying to go after the world title. And I'm sure during the year we'll have some kind of tag team matches, maybe even a tag team type battle royal, where if a tag team wins, they'll get first chance at the tag titles at an upcoming pay-per-view. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. I really do. I hope you will watch it with me. Ringside Promotions presents Head Over Heels Wrestling. Tuesday nights, starting very, very soon, probably within the next month or so, maybe 6 weeks. But we're going to try to do some Saturday evening ones, or Saturday ones like, 12 till 2 or something on Saturdays until we get that time slot. We're going to earn our time slot on the Jabroni Network. So you all have a great one. God bless. And let me know the wrestlers you'd like to have wrestle each other. You got my list. Have a good one. Bye-bye.